Yep, we're back. Supposed to be happy and jovial, but no! This is going to hell in a handbasket. You want to know why? I'll tell you why, Prof. And you have all the answers, so you should already know this. Because I'm being told what to say by a no-good, two-bit son of a brawler that is trying to take over this segment that belongs to us. We got something here, and you know what? Forget it. Stick it to the man, stick it to you, stick it to Michael Brawler. Oh, king of the internet. Putting everybody's business on the internet. I hate you. I had the people chanting your name. How do you pay me back? You kill.com. What?
Hello everybody, I am Thrash Maniac 99. Yes, like I said on my HD channel, I was done with that for videos, and my comeback video is right here, right now. My WrestleMania 30 trip documentary. And yes, I am back on my main channel. The copyright strike I got back in October is officially gone. I can come back and make the videos how I usually do. And here I am, back 6 months after all that went down. And I'm so happy to be back here on this channel, because on this channel I've noticed it's now gotten up to 540 subscribers. Before I continue on with the documentary, I just want to say thank you all so much for subscribing to this channel, because I really wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Watching my videos, commenting, liking, favoriting, however, subscribing, however you like to see my videos or how you view them, whether it's computers, phone, PS3, 360s, the whole 9 yards. I just want to say thank you all from the bottom of my heart for subscribing to this channel. And this channel is only going to continue to go up in the years to come. So now onward with the documentary. So what you're going to see first is going to be footage I took from on the way down to Alabama, and stuff I took videos and pictures of in Alabama. So I'll leave you with that. I will come back for the next part after you've seen the Alabama stuff. I'll be back for more.
Hey guys, what's up everyone? This is the first part of the trip. I officially arrived in Alabama, but not at the beach yet. It's still going to be about, I would say, another 5-6 hours till we get to the beach side of Alabama. But I've officially arrived in the state after driving for probably at least 7 hours or so. I've been asleep most of this ride, but I'm awake now, and it's gonna be one crazy ride to get to Alabama, to the beach. And as you can tell here, look, Ryback rules. Yeah, so yeah, pretty much just arrived in Alabama, and we're still a long ways away from the beach side. But once I'm at the beach side, I'm there for a week until next Saturday for WrestleMania 30. But anyways, see you guys later. Hello everybody, I'm back, and I arrived here in Gulf Shores, Alabama, and this is going to be my condo tour. And, oh, who's this handsome devil? I'm just messing with you. Okay, so in here we've got a full kitchen and fridge, freezer, stove, oven, dishwasher, sink, countertop. Over in here we got some industrial fan thing. And then in here, it's kind of dark, but this is a washer and dryer. So we can do laundry here, which is fine. And then go over in here, already this bed's a complete mess. But yeah, this is my room. There was no TV in here, so good thing I brought an extra TV I had to put over there. And over there you got my computer. So yeah, this is my room. Oh, let's look in here and see if there was anything in here. No, there wasn't. That's a nice comfy bed. So then we got in here. I got my own bathroom. It's pretty small. Hey, handsome devil again. Shower, just one shower. Then we go in here. This is my parents' room. This is going to be where they're sleeping. They got a TV and a little thing in here with a VCR DVD player combo and another one. There was two of them. Why is that? We'll go out there in just a minute. But and then we've got over in here, we've got my parents' bathroom. It's a lot bigger. Oh, hey, handsome devil again. So that's the rooms. And here's the living room / dining room area. And I got TV going. And now to one of the coolest parts. Out here in the outer deck. Look at all the sand, all the cars going by. Look over there in that water. So crazy. Hey, look, all those kites over there by the beach. So yeah, there's the ocean. The Gulf of Mexico is right over there. Alright, let's head back inside. So, yeah, thank you guys for checking out the Condo Tour. And also thank you guys for watching this documentary so far. A lot more is yet to come. See ya. Hey guys, this is day 6 of my trip. Sorry I haven't posted stuff about the other days because it was really all just kind of the same, but this is my last day being here in Alabama in my condo, and right now I'm getting ready to leave to go watch Captain America the Winter Soldier in theaters. Today's the day of its official release, and this is the first time in my life I'm going to a movie that's coming out the day of release, so this is going to be interesting. I'm becoming a huge fan of the Marvel movies. Actually, kind of real quick, want to show off a couple of movies I've picked up since being here. So first I got The Avengers. And I'm watching it right now before I leave, so yeah, getting prepared. The Avengers. And then I bought this at the Dollar General in a little cheap case, but it was a Blu-ray for $5. Pineapple Express. There you see Saul. And then I bought this yesterday. Thor: The Dark World 2-disc Blu-ray set and digital copy. Good stuff. And catch you guys later. Holy schnidies.
I've had enough.
So yeah, there you just saw pictures and footage I took from Alabama. I left for the trip back on on Saturday the 29th of March. That was when I left for the trip. Stayed at the Orange Beach, Alabama for a week. And while I was there, on the last day of me being in Alabama, I went and watched Captain America the Winter Soldier. And while I'm on that subject, I want to do a quick review, no spoilers, just a quick review of Captain America the Winter Soldier. All I have to say is, an amazing movie. When it comes down to if I think it's the best Marvel film, I still don't think anything can top the Avengers, unless Avengers 2 can top it. But I would definitely say this is tied for the second best movie of Marvel in recent history, along with Thor: The Dark World. I'd say those two are tied for second, and then the Avengers. But Captain America the Winter Soldier was an amazing movie. I loved the performances of everybody. Chris Evans, as usual, as Captain America. He's great. Scarlett Johansson as the Black Widow was awesome. And everybody else. Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury. He's always great as Nick Fury. So, highly recommend you check out Captain America the Winter Soldier. I might even go watch it again in theaters before it's not in theaters anymore, just to watch it again, because it was an amazing film. But now onward to more documentary stuff. Now, the next video you're going to get is going to be the hotel tour, and it's only like 30-some seconds, but it was the tour of my hotel room I was staying at for WrestleMania. So you watch that, and I'll get right back with you.
Hello, everybody. Finally managed to get here to my hotel. Boy, it was a pain trying to get here, but hey, I'm finally here. That's my bed. It's a big bed, TV, a desk. Over there is a bathroom, a closet, and over here is a nice little sofa. Sorry if the video for this portion was too short, but it's a big room, but there's not very much here, so. But see you guys later.
So yeah, the hotel room, it was pretty big for a hotel room, but there just wasn't too much in there. But yeah, it was what it was. It was a nice hotel. It was like an awesome hotel, but it just wasn't too much in the rooms, other than it was just a big room and had a lot of space to do stuff. But now we're going to get to some of my favorite parts of my trip, and that is when I went to the next morning after we checked into the hotel, when I went to WrestleMania Access on Sunday morning to early Sunday afternoon. And I met 4 YouTubers / Caw wrestling people. The first person I met in there was Monoxide 1234455, better yet known as Steve. He was like my guide throughout the whole Access, because he's been the 5 WrestleMania / Accesses in a row from Mania 26 to now, and he knows how it is with Access. And a funny story about when I first got into that Access building at the convention center. I entered through the main doors, and it looked very, very deserted. And I saw a lot of people were walking straight, and I was walking straight, and I was calling. Steve was calling me up because we gave each other our numbers to talk whenever, and also to help out trying to find each other in Access. We were talking, and he was like trying to tell me where I should go, and I told him I was at the main entrance where it's empty. He's like, God, I have no idea where you are now. So I just walked ahead until I saw arrows that point to the halls, and I guess Access was in Hall H. I got to Hall H, walked in, and Steve's like, well, what shirt are you wearing? And I was wearing my new Jericho shirt in Access. So yeah, in Access I wore my Jericho shirt, and he's like, and I told him, and he's like, okay, and also just raise your hand, and I'll try to find you. And we found each other, and once we got close, shook hands, hugged, and it was really cool. So I pretty much hung out with Steve for pretty much all of Access. I was with him the whole time. And now you're about... And also, after I met up with Steve, we were going through... And you're going to see video proof of all this, but I just figured I'd tell them to you first. We all were at the Undertaker's graveyard at Access, and then we met up with two of my favorite wrestling YouTubers, and you guys have known this for 2 years now, and it finally was awesome to meet up with them in person. But Chronix and Crystal from the Most Extreme Wrestling. I got to meet up with those guys. That was really cool. And then after that, I got to meet up with, for those of you who watch COH, I got to meet up with the guy who plays the Alex Enterprise, Alex. Got to meet up with all of these guys, and we all took a picture together, which you're going to see coming up next. So up next is video and pictures of me back at WrestleMania Access. Some of my favorite parts of the trip happened right here, so check it all out.
Hey everybody, I'm at WrestleMania Access right now, getting ready to go through Undertaker's graveyard, and I got a friend with me here. Say hello to everyone, Steve.
I have nothing else to say. I am tired somewhat because I had to rock climb. I had to do Batista's entrance and purposely trip and fall and do Orton's entrance. Which, if you do Orton's entrance, you are doomed for insomnia for life. Or non-insomnia for life.
Well, there you go. Alright, we're both getting ready to go through Undertaker's graveyard right now, so we'll see you in a bit. Oh, and he's still going. Good God. I probably wouldn't even have made it halfway up.
Fruity Pebbles won.
Well, hey everybody, I'm still in the graveyard. I'm joined by two more people. Chronix from the Most Extreme Wrestling, yes. And Crystal. Say everybody, say hi to everyone. Yeah, two of my favorite YouTubers right here.
Now don't forget the ending to this video. Yes, 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 yes,
yes, yes. Still here at WrestleMania Access, and not only am I with Steve over there, but I'm joined by, if you guys watch COH, this is the Alex Enterprise, the American terrorist.
I hate you and I hate your face.
We've done rock climbing. Oh, hi.
Yeah, there you go, Steve again.
Still hate your face.
That's Alex Enterprise for you, but catch you later.
All right, who's this? Bad News Bear. Bad News Bear. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome to the ring at this time, Bad News Barrett. Can we have some decorum, please?
Yes!
We are live here in New Orleans, Louisiana. Before I get to my point, that impression was deplorable. Now, as you all know, we've got other contestants here, and we've got Daniel Bryan competing for a chance at the title and getting the title in the biggest stage, WrestleMania. But I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Yes! Steve!
You see, just like the rest of these insignificant little buggers, Daniel Bryan will be unsuccessful at capturing the GOAT. friend, Damien Sandow. You're welcome.
Steve!
Fifth Mania. All right, guys, round of applause, Steven.
Woo!
By the way, guys, coming up in just a little bit, Bad News Barrett will be out here for a little Q&A session if you want to stick around.
Yeah, a little later on today. Now, what matchup are you looking forward to the most?
Any match involving Daniel Bryan.
Yes! 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 Yes!
The Masters has spoken. All right, thank you very much. How about down those steps? Going to get a great prize for you. All right, little guys, you saw how that worked? That's how we're going to do it here. So let's find out who we're playing with and who we're going to do questions of. What is your name, sir? Brody, who are you going to do an impression of? John Cena. All right. Brody, part of the C Nation. And who are you, sir? Connor, who are you going to do an impression of?
Holy crap, that was
Nice, good picks, good picks.
awesome. Group hug.
Who are you going to do an impression of? Daniel Bryan.
That was amazing, man. I saw the crowd react.
And you are, sir?
Oh my god, you mega crushed it.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Feed me.
From Aberdeen, Washington, weighing 210 pounds, Daniel Bryan. From Aberdeen, Washington, weighing 210 pounds, Daniel Bryan.
So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed that Access footage. That was a blast having to be at Access for the first time in my life. It was just absolutely incredible. And to meet up with all those people. Yeah, I know you noticed I didn't get to meet any wrestlers. It was because the lines they had were just way too long. And I could never handle being in long lines, which, speaking of that, after Access was over, which, by the way, Access, anytime you go to a WrestleMania, you must go to Access, because Access is so much fun. And you can tell from the video. But anyways, so now I get to the part where I'm going to WrestleMania. Now, this is where there's going to be a lot of crap stories that happened during the trip. I was in line for to go in to get my ticket scanned to go into the show. We were in a line, a long-ass line from 3:30, and we were there for an hour, and it was humid as hell out there. I was sweating to death because I can't really handle humidity because I sweat a lot more than usual. And so yeah, we finally got near the front, and then this guy comes up and says, "Anybody who has tickets that are floor risers, you must come with me." So we got pulled out of the line, which we were in for an hour. We had to go up to the ramp up a little bridge that led to the Superdome, upper part of the Superdome, where I guess the floor riser seats were. And we got in there, and that line only took about 10-15 minutes. So it wasn't quite as long as it was the first time. But then we get our ticket scanned at the door. We managed to make it to the door, but we get our ticket scanned, and it's a red X scan, and they tell us to go down to the box office. So we had to go all the way down to the box office, which we had to get another line. This line, though, was only about 5-10 minutes, so it wasn't long at all. We got up to the box office to tell them what's going on, like we were in a 1 hour line, and we get to the curve to turn into the door, and this guy says, anybody who has floor riser tickets must come with me, and then we had to go up a ramp, across a bridge, and we go in to get our ticket scan, and a red X happens, and we're just trying to figure out what's going on, and also we were lost, because I've never been to New Orleans, and I'll talk more about how New Orleans is in just a bit, but so yeah, we get to the box office, and this lady tells us, go down to the last door you see, and they'll let you in. We get there, and they say the door's VIP only, which our tickets were kind of VIP, because everybody should know, I won these tickets from winning that 2K14 contest. And our seats were going to be with the 2K sports people, the new community manager, Jared, and I guess the other people who run the games and stuff. They were going to be sitting with us. And we thought they were VIP, but apparently they weren't. So then we had to go back up the ramp, because they told us to go back up the ramp and back across the bridge. Another line. It was about 15 minutes again. We get there, tickets again, red X all over. And then they tell us to go back down to the box office. And at this point, I was about ready to blow a gasket, because I'm a big guy, and when I walk way too much, I get irritated. And I was walking for hours in Access, which it wasn't bad, but trying to get into the Superdome was the most horrifying thing right there, because we kept getting shuffled around. We get down to the bottom, and we see this guy who was wearing a suit, and we were telling him what's going on. And then after we tell them our story, there were 10 other people coming around us who were going through the same exact problem, having our tickets get a red X because I guess they were no good, supposedly. And this guy understood, because he was getting frustrated by everything. So he calls up like the chief of police to try to get all this sorted out. And eventually it got sorted out, because I guess the problem was the tickets, they were trying to rearrange the seats, because I guess they didn't have them arranged right because of cameras and stuff for the show, which was freaking ridiculous. I'm telling you this right now. The Superdome, the security and the people who put the stuff together had no idea what they were doing, because it wasn't just me, it was hundreds of people who were having this problem. Hundreds among thousands were having this problem, like having to be shuffled back and forth. This happened to us at least 6 times. And we were in that crap for 2 hours, trying to get into the place, to the point where we missed the pre-show. Although I caught a glimpse of the pre-show ending when Cesaro gave the Cesaro swing to Swagger. But that was all I got of the pre-show. But, yeah, that was that. So after we went back up to the box office, they told us, well, we gotta go back up the ramp, back across the bridge, and there should be a table of people who have better tickets for you. You trade them in, and you get better tickets. And we went in. We finally got in the building for once, and we got our tickets taken, and we got new ones. And instead of they were white, they were red. And our seats were still floor riser, but our seats were actually behind the announce table up the floor risers, but we could see the set head on, and we could see the ring, although there were people standing up in front of us pretty much most of the night. But it's understandable when it's like something big happens, but when it's during nothing, it's like, I'd like to see what's going on, but I got to see pretty much everything. But yeah, that right there, having to go through nearly 2.5 hours of trying to get in the place, was the biggest nightmare I have ever experienced. And I'm telling you this right now, no offense to New Orleans, people from New Orleans, but New Orleans, Louisiana is the worst town in America. Because I know it's all street-oriented, but you got a bunch of dumbass drunks hanging out outside of hotels, drinking, and pissing all over the sidewalk. That happened for real. Like, there was literally a guy with a bag that had a bunch of beer in it. He drank it, and while he was stirring around, he pissed himself to a big stain on the frickin' sidewalk. So yeah, New Orleans, Louisiana. I know a lot of people say Detroit, but I've been to Detroit. It's bad, but not as bad, in my opinion, as New Orleans. Guarantee New Orleans is the worst town in America, because it's like they have no sense of direction, and you got a bunch of idiots on the sidewalk drinking beers and pissing all over the frickin' sidewalk. So that was the only downside of the trip, but really everything else, the good overweighed the bad. So overall, for the most part, the trip was amazing, despite having to go through 2.5 hours nearly of trying to get into the Superdome. And we finally got in. We got in 5 minutes before the show started, which was a relief. So yeah. But now what you're going to see coming up is pictures I took inside WrestleMania. I didn't take any vids, I just took pictures. Some might look kind of weird, but then again, cameras, whenever you try to zoom in, you can't really get a perfect picture without it looking blurry or pixelated or whatever. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, coming up, you're going to see pictures I took from inside WrestleMania. And then after that, to the moment of truth, my WrestleMania 30 review and Monday Night Raw discussion. So, see you in that part. So yeah, there you go. Those were some awesome pictures I took from the show, and now it's time for my review of WrestleMania 30 and stuff from Monday Night Raw last night. Now, WrestleMania 30, as a reviewing guy, but also I'm going to give it more props to me being there live to witness everything. But WrestleMania 30, the best WrestleMania since WrestleMania 19, no doubt. WrestleMania 30 was amazing as a show. And now it's time for my review. Now, the pre-show match, I didn't watch it when I was in the show because of what was going on with me trying to get in. But I got to see some of it on the network, but I didn't get to watch all of it. But I know who won, and I've seen other reviews, and like usual with my pay-per-view reviews, I put star ratings in the description box. But I'm going based on average ratings from people I've seen. But for the most part, I've heard people say this was a really good match, and from the stuff I did see, it was really good. So, yeah. Usos won, like I predicted. And Cesaro, and I caught this at the end, Cesaro turns on Swagger, turned face. Cesaro swung him about 20 times, and that was awesome. So yeah, so once again, for star ratings of the matches, in the description. Okay, and then we get to the main show. And we... Oh crap, I got hiccups, hold on. Okay, so now we get to the main show, and the opening segment is Hulk Hogan coming out, and he screwed up a few of his lines, which I was just laughing at. He kept saying, WWF Network, Silverdome, and we were all like, booing him. I was saying, you botched, you botched, you botched. And then, this was when I marked out probably the most at that show. Stone Cold Steve Austin showed the fuck up. I was literally unglued for that. It was so great to see my favorite wrestler of all time for the first time, maybe the only time, at a show. And that was amazing to see Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 30. It was so great. And then The Rock came out, which was interesting. So you have three of the biggest all-time superstars in wrestling of all time. And they each said their catchphrases, which was great. And they drunk beer. This was a great way to open the show in terms of a segment. Great moment. A WrestleMania moment that will probably live on. Despite Hogan's screw-ups, it was still great. Now we get to the opening match of the show, the opener. Daniel Bryan versus Triple H. This match was amazing. Match of the night, great match, great storytelling, and all that good stuff. Daniel Bryan and Triple H. And when Triple H wants to, he could go out there and put on an amazing match. And outside of the Taker matches at 27-28, after that and his matches he had with Brock Lesnar up to this has been no question the best match Triple H has had since Mania 28. And this match was fucking amazing. Daniel Bryan wins, and we were all going, yes. By the way, at Access at the Superstore, I bought the Grizzly Bear Yes shirt, which is awesome. And I wore this at the show, too. But anyways, Bryan wins, which was awesome. But then we get Triple H being a sore loser and smashing a chair over his shoulder onto the ring post. And there was a little girl who was sitting in front of me, and she was just like getting ready to burst in tears and is having her arms crossed. Yeah, that was with that. But yeah, Bryan Triple H was the match of the night, in my opinion. An amazing opening match. The second, I would definitely agree with when I watched We Are Pro Wrestling's review, which, by the way, link in the description box for you to check out. I've been plugging him up until February, because that's when he's plugging me for, because I won his Royal Rumble contest. But anyways, I agree with what he said about this. I would definitely agree that this was the second best opening match in WrestleMania history, behind Owen Hart, Bret Hart at WrestleMania 10. And this match, wow, couldn't believe it. Now we get to the next match, The Shield versus Kane and the New Age Outlaws. Epic squash, and I loved it. I'm not going to give it like a star rating. I'm giving it like a +5 for an epic squash, because this was an awesome squash to see the Shield doing their dominant stuff and their typical stuff, and it was awesome to see that double triple powerbomb, whatever you want to call it, where Rollins and Ambrose put Road Dogg and Billy Gunn up, and Roman Reigns power bombs them both. That was awesome to see right there. And the Shield won like we all expected, and that was awesome. Next up, we get the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And this match was a really, really good Battle Royal, like I expected it to be. Cesaro got added in at the last minute, it must have seemed. But boy, did they do something shocking on this. Most of us were going with Big Show, and he was in the final two with Cesaro, and we thought Big Show's going to win. But no, we were shocked. And frickin' Cesaro picks him up like nothing, scoops him over the top rope, and Cesaro wins the Battle Royal. We were all like, holy crap, that was awesome. Cesaro wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That was really, really awesome to witness that right there. And that trophy is freaking huge. So yeah, congratulations to Cesaro. Hopefully this will mean good things to come for this guy. Now we get to John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. And first off, I witnessed the band performance of the Wyatt theme. Awesome performance. I love how that bass is boom, 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 boom. Awesome bass line. I think that's like one of the best bass lines I've ever heard in any song right there. It was really, really cool. But John Cena, Bray Wyatt, in my picks, I didn't really care who won the match because I like both guys. But I was hoping for Bray Wyatt to win just to get him boosted up. But he will get boosted up, people. You can calm down. But John Cena winning was cool. I mean, it was awesome to see John Cena for the third time live for me. But this match was another amazing match on the show. A great match. John Cena, Bray Wyatt put on a great match here. And John Cena won. I'm mixed feelings about it, but not like in a negative way too much. It would have been nice for Bray Wyatt to win to get him more boosted up, but he will get boosted up still. So I'm really not worried about it, but John Cena winning was cool for me. And there you go. And it was a great match, so nobody should be ashamed of who won or who lost. It was still a great, amazing match. Then we get to The Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. I thought this match was not as good as a lot of us were intending. If this match was no holds barred, it would have been better. But this match was still a pretty good match, but this was Undertaker's worst WrestleMania match since WrestleMania 22. But it wasn't terrible by any stretch. It was just a pretty good match. Not like really good or great or amazing. It was just a pretty good match. But this, oh man, it still has not sunk in. Pretty much 99% of us were picking The Undertaker to win like we should have. There you go, I had to sneeze. But Brock Lesnar beating The Undertaker and ending the streak at 21-1. Just, it still has not sunk in with me. I remembered as soon as that happened, I was literally just like everybody else. I was like, I was like that the whole time during that. And it was like the biggest shocking moment, I think, in WrestleMania history, no doubt. Right there, the streak is over. But, I mean, am I mad that the streak is over? Not so much. I am kind of, but not, like, absolutely upset to the point where I'm never watching again. Am I sad that the streak is over? You're damn right I'm sad it's over. But at the end of the day, and I know there's people coming on saying, oh, fuck WWE creative, they made this happen, blah, blah, blah. No, Undertaker always gets final say in he wanted the streak to end, and he picked Brock to do it. I may not necessarily agree with it, but at the end of the day, you gotta respect him for wanting it to be over, so he can probably retire. And there you go. So, I'm not, like, angry like everybody else. I am a little bit mad that the streak is over, but I'm more sad than mad. But I'm not gonna not stop watching. I mean, at the end of the day, it was all Undertaker who wanted this to happen. So yeah. But Brock Lesnar ending the streak. Oh my God. The match was pretty good, and there you go. But also I'd like to say thank you, Taker. Thank you, Undertaker, for everything. If that was your swan song, then we're all gonna miss you. We're all gonna miss seeing you. At least a lot. Probably we'll see you for Hall of Fame and maybe for a documentary on DVD, but as far as in a wrestling match, we're going to miss you. If this is his last match, that is. But now we move on to the 14 Divas title match. Yeah, the crowd was dead for this, and it's understandable because we were all still stunned silent by the end of the streak. But I was watching this match. I thought this match was going to be horrible, but this match, for a Divas match, it was actually good. A good Divas match, if you ask me. But this was another shocking prediction I got wrong. I thought we were all expecting AJ Lee, because of the whole CM Punk bullshit, that she was going to be losing the title here. She retains at WrestleMania, which was cool. I was like so relieved right there that she retained at WrestleMania. And now we get to the main event. Randy Orton, Batista, Daniel Bryan for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Second best match of the show. Another amazing match. We all thought this match was going to be good. But the storytelling and the way that Batista and Orton worked hard in this match was amazing. And that sixth spot when Batista powerbombs Bryan and Orton catches him with the back of his head for a neck breaker through the announce table, that was one of the sickest table crashes I have ever seen in my life. It was brutal. To the point where we were all about ready to riot because he was getting carted off on a stretcher, and Daniel Bryan pulls off a Mick Foley. Gets up, and he's like, no, I'm not giving up. I'm going back in. He gets back in, he still gets beat up, but he overcame every odd possible. And Daniel Bryan tapped out Batista to become the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. I was up off my seat going, yes, 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 just like everybody else should have. That was a touching ending to the show. It was awesome to witness that live. amazing experience to witness that, and an amazing match too. Great match in that triple threat. But anyways, that's gonna pretty much do it for the WrestleMania review. If you guys want to see the star ratings for the matches, it's all in the description box. And overall rating, I give it about a 3.9 out of 5. Amazing WrestleMania. An amazing WrestleMania. Loved it from top to bottom. Awesome, awesome show. And I'd say no doubt this is going to be pay-per-view of the year for WWE, no doubt. I don't know. SummerSlam, I don't know. We'll see, but yeah. But anyways, an amazing WrestleMania. Probably now the 5th best WrestleMania for me, in my opinion. It's a top 5 Mania for me now. Great show. And now for a few talks about Raw last night. I wasn't at Raw last night. I came back home yesterday afternoon. And boy, after everything, I am sore from all that walking. I got blisters on my pinky toes. It's bad. But I'm still able to walk, which is fine, but it's going to be a little painful because I got sore areas, but I'll be alright. But last night's Raw was awesome, too, just like WrestleMania. A great Raw. You had awesome moments such as Alexander Rusev's debut and just squashing Zack Ryder, which was awesome. I also got to witness to see on Raw last night on TV. We also got to see Rob Van Dam return and beat Damian Sandow. But for me, the biggest moment of Raw last night, AJ Lee Paige from NXT, my favorite NXT women's wrestler that I've been waiting to see come to the main roster for once, and she finally showed up. Came in to congratulate AJ, and AJ, being the bitch that she is on the show, slaps Paige and challenges her to a match for the title. We get it. Paige wins with the Paige Turner, which was botched. That was because AJ didn't fall in time, but whatever. Paige, 1, 2, 3, new Divas champion, and now she's got both the NXT women's title and the Divas title. I was marking out for that. And a great touching moment for Raw history right there to see Paige at 21 years old from England, who's been wrestling since she was 12 or 13, and she's achieved her dream in her first match on the main roster, and she's now the new Divas champion. She's the one to dethrone AJ, and I thought from the beginning of Road to WrestleMania, if anybody should have taken the title off her, it should have been Paige when she came in. Was I shocked that she won it this early on in her first main roster match? Yeah, damn right I was shocked, but I was in happy shock, because I was like, oh my god, this was amazing. And I saw a little while ago from Raw Fallout. She was in tears. Like, it was, I could feel that passion. I mean, that was just a great moment to witness right there. Awesome moment. But and then the final big moment was having to see Daniel Bryan defend the title against Triple H, and we had Orton and Batista come out to try to work up Bryan, and so did Kane. Then Triple H comes out, bell rings, but then we get the Shield coming out, and we're thinking, oh, what's going to happen here? And they beat up Triple H and Orton, Batista, and Kane to the point where they're like now part of the Yes Movement, it seems, and they are now officially face. I mean, we all think they turned face when they beat up Kane, but you could kind of see it was still kind of tweenerish because they were still with Triple H, but now they are officially face. And it's going to be great to see what's going to happen with the Shield from here on out with Daniel Bryan. Great way to end an awesome Raw. And a great way to end WrestleMania 30 weekend. Awesome stuff going down. Just, oh man. Now that is going to do it for this documentary. Thank you guys so much for sticking through this whole entire video. And this was the trip of a lifetime for me. An amazing trip. Every bit of it, except for that stuff where I had to keep walking back and forth to get to where I needed to be into the place. But really, the good overweighed the bad. And it was pretty much 90% good, 10% bad. So there you go. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching this. Also, I want to give shout-outs to Steve, a.k.a. Monoxide. The link of his channel's in the description. Chronics and Crystal, Most Extreme Wrestling, their channel's in the description. Their channel in the description. Alex, I don't know if he has a YouTube account. I'd have to ask him and then put it on the description box. But, yeah. I know, Marco Rose, Wrestling Geniuses, was with Chronics and Crystal, but he wasn't at Access. I didn't get to meet him, which sucked. Nor did I get to meet up with the guy from YWF who plays Seth McInerney and COH who plays Zane LaFontaine Stewart. Would have been cool to meet up with him. I was about to, but I had to get back to the convention center to get picked up. Oh, sorry, I kicked the laptop a little bit. But yeah, I want to hear from you guys. What did you think of WrestleMania 30 and Raw, and did you enjoy this documentary? I would love to get some positive feedback. But anyways, guys, I am back on this channel, here to make more videos. Enjoy the outro, and peace out, people.
The next week, I'm gone, and I still hate you!
What?